We all know that wealth is meant to grow, but what's often overlooked is the need to protect that growth. Without a solid plan, everything you've built can slip through your fingers. The wealthy understand this, and they don't leave anything to chance. Their strategies are deliberate, built around preserving and expanding their assets in the face of risk, taxes, and an ever-changing economy. But here's the kicker. This advice isn't just for millionaires. Whether you're just starting out or already on your way to financial stability, protecting your wealth is the next step. Welcome to Thinks Free, the place where we inspire you to be a future billionaire in your own right. Let's learn how the wealthy keep their assets safe and how you can do it too. 1. Invest in good financial habits. Before we talk about stocks, bonds, or offshore accounts, let's talk about you. Financial success starts with the habits you build along the way. It's not about how much money you have, it's about how well you manage it. It took me years to realize this, but I've learned it the hard way. At one point, I was running a successful stationery shop, and I had decent savings in my bank account. Then, I got tempted by a used Mercedes. It seemed like a good deal. I went for a cheaper option, thinking I was getting a bargain, but ended up sinking tons of cash into repairs, a new paint job, and insurance. I eventually had to sell the car at a loss, and I ended up losing not only the car, but a chunk of my savings too. That mistake taught me a lot about the importance of building financial discipline. Before you go hunting for tax loopholes or other advanced strategies, get your money habits in check. The wealthy know themselves. They understand their strengths and work on their weaknesses. That's where it all begins. 2. Have cash at hand. Be ready to act fast. Let me say it loud and clear. Cash is king, and liquidity is its right-hand man. When your money is tied up in investments, you're at the mercy of the market. But when you keep cash reserves handy, you can move fast when opportunities arise or emergencies strike. Take a trip back to the 2008 financial crisis. People lost everything because they were forced to sell stocks and property at rock-bottom prices just to stay afloat. Meanwhile, those who had cash at hand sat pretty. They didn't sell their assets, they held tight, weathered the storm, and even snapped up undervalued investments. Having cash reserves means you stay in control. You're never stuck in a bind. You can act quickly, even when everyone else is scrambling. 3. Get creative with tax strategies. Look, the wealthy aren't avoiding taxes, they are just smarter about them. They know exactly where to look for legal loopholes and deductions, and you should too. The good news, you don't need to be a billionaire to use these strategies. I'm not talking about shady tax evasion, I'm talking about the legitimate ways to lower your taxable income. Take advantage of tax credits, deductions, and depreciation on properties. These little-known tricks help you hold on to more of your income, meaning you can grow your wealth even faster. The truth is, the tax code isn't just there to take your money. It's full of opportunities if you know where to look. Get educated, get creative, and start using tax strategies to your advantage. 4. Diversify your portfolio. Let's get this straight. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. The wealthiest people know that life is unpredictable, so they don't rely on just one source of income or one asset class to build their wealth. Real estate? Yes. Stocks? Absolutely. Art? You'd be surprised. Diversification means that no matter what happens, you have multiple sources of wealth working for you. For example, the contemporary art market has outpaced the S&P 500 for years. I know it sounds like a niche investment, but it's been a safe haven for the rich. When one market dips, another can carry the load. And that's the beauty of diversification. So spread your wealth around. Don't lock yourself into one thing. Give your money the freedom to grow in different places. 5. Live life. Spend that money. I get it. Building wealth is hard work, and it can feel like the more you save, the safer you are. There is that dopamine hit you get every time you watch the numbers grow in your account, and it leaves you wanting to pile up more. But here's a truth bomb. Your wealth means nothing if you're not living your life. Look, I'm not saying blow it all on a vacation to Barbados or the Cayman Islands, unless that's your thing. What I'm saying is that you need to balance protecting your wealth with enjoying it. Don't become so obsessed with saving that you forget to live. Whether it's a fancy dinner, a weekend getaway with your partner, or an expensive air balloon trip, once in a while, spend a little. Create memories, because nothing can take away the experiences you create. Sure, The debate about splurging versus saving is real. But if you're so strict with your finances that you're not enjoying the present, then what are you really working for? 6. You've heard it before, real estate is one of the best ways to grow wealth. And guess what? It's still true. Invest in property even if it means making some sacrifices upfront. A fixer-upper in a great location is better than a perfect house in a so-so area. Real estate grows in value over time, and you get to have a hand in how fast it appreciates. But don't fall into the trap of buying your dream home. If you can, buy an investment property that earns you income. If you live in it, you're just paying to live there. No income is coming in. Instead, buy in a good location, rent it out, and let others pay down your mortgage. That's wealth protection and creation in action. 7. Get yourself a good financial advisor. A good financial advisor is worth their weight in gold. Trustworthy, loyal, and ready to help you grow and protect your wealth. It's like having a financial bodyguard. The truth is, most people don't have the time or expertise to manage their money as efficiently as they should. That's where an advisor comes in. They keep you on track, help you make smart decisions, and manage the day-to-day financial decisions. Finding the right advisor takes time, but once you do, they'll be your financial partner for life. 8. Do a financial health check regularly. No one cares about your money like you do. Even the best financial advisors can miss something. The key to wealth protection is being proactive, not reactive. Make it a habit to review your finances regularly. Track your assets, liabilities, and goals at least every couple of months. This keeps you in the driver's seat, making adjustments whenever necessary to stay on course. Once you've made it a habit, checking in on your wealth will be second nature, and you'll catch problems before they become big issues. 9. Get the right insurance. Nobody thinks disaster will strike them until it does. Insurance might feel like a waste when you're paying for it month after month, but it's worth it for the peace of mind it gives you. Imagine toiling for years and finally being able to build a lovely family house and a car. Then, one day, when you least expect, wild forest fires erupt and raze down years of hard work and sweat all at once. A good example is what happened in California. Whether it's health, life, disability, or property insurance, make sure you're covered. In times of crisis, insurance is what protects you and your family from losing everything. 10. Use your wealth to make the world a better place. Ever wondered why rich people spend a lot of money on charity? Do you think it's because they have much to spare? Building wealth is about more than just stacking cash. It's about using that wealth to make an impact on your family, your community, and the world. My father once told me, use your money to build a path that other people will follow back to you when you need them the most. This advice has lived with me to date. The more you share, the more you create loyalty and connections that come back to support you. Plus, giving feels good. Don't just hoard your wealth. Use it to make a difference. You'll be amazed at how much it enriches your life and that of people around you. 11. Teach your kids about money. From grace to grass, you'll hear people use this term on rich people who lost it all and went back to being poor. No matter how much wealth you accumulate, at the end of the day, it means nothing if the next generation doesn't know how to manage it. Pass down your knowledge, your mistakes, and your wisdom. Empower them to protect what you've worked so hard for. We often judge younger generations for not understanding wealth management, but the reality is they never had the chance to learn. Give them that opportunity and watch your legacy survive. 12. Write a clear will. Now, most of us want to live life like death does not exist. The painful truth is that we are not going to live forever. I know it sounds scary, but it's also the reason why you shouldn't overlook it. Without a will, your assets could end up in the hands of strangers who never contributed anything to your growth. A well-written will definitely ensures that your wealth is distributed according to your wishes, and it helps ease the burden on your loved ones during a difficult time. It's a simple step, but it's one that ensures your wealth remains protected even after you are gone. Now that you know the 12 strategies that the rich use to protect their wealth, there is one money secret that they exploit to have a constant flow of cash. Watch this next video to know how you can tap into the same system and grow your wealth. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.